you've made it. You must be here because you downloaded my self-tape tips 101 for new actors. And now you want to see the visual aspect of how to set up your self-tape audition. You want to see examples. It's not the same as seeing it on a PDF, a screen or on paper, than seeing it in person. So hello, my name is Olivia Gudaniec. I help new actors break into film and television. And this video is gonna cover the basics, a little bit extra from what's in the PDF. I want the two to complement each other and not say the exact same thing. If you're new here and you just stumbled upon this video, come on in. All of you guys are welcome. You can download the PDF at oliviagmedia.com/self-tape tips. I'll leave a link down below in the comment box and in the description, so it's very easy to access. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. So the very basics, I just want to cover them quickly before we move on to lighting, is tripod, camera, which could be your cell phone. You're going to be shooting horizontally always, and a blank backdrop. As you can see, this side of my face is dark. We want to avoid that. So we never want to put the camera, if you're using natural light, we're not going to put it this way because this side will be dark. We're going to put it in front of a window. So you're going to find some natural light that you have at home. You're going to put your camera here, and then you're going to speak into the camera like that. That's what we're going to do for self-tape auditions, especially for the Slate. We'll talk about eyelines and everything later, but that's the general setup for lighting. If you don't want to do that, you can buy or invest in a ring light if you don't already have one, and then you can go wherever you want in the house. You don't have to worry about shadows as much as when you're using natural light. This is just the basics 101, so hopefully that makes sense so far. Let's move on to the next setup. Let's talk backgrounds and backdrops for your self-tape auditions. This is my current setup. I'm using a paper background. You can also buy a cloth, or you can use a blank white wall. You do not have to invest in this. This is just me going the extra mile because I'm shooting a ton of content as it is. I bought this on Amazon. That's probably going to be your cheapest and most convenient way to go around doing it. Remember, whatever you choose, we want nothing distracting from you, your face, and your self-tape audition. It's time to do a test frame. Do you look okay? Do you sound okay? Are you happy with how the lighting is? Are you shooting horizontally? Is everything checked off and ready to go? So you've set up your space, you've done a few test runs, you look great, you're ready to actually start filming your self-tape audition. What's included in that is a slate and then your audition. So slate, essentially you're gonna say your name, height, agency, location, or you can just say your name, height, location if you are not represented. But make sure you always look at the casting breakdown because it will say what they want you to specify. If not, then you can go back to this format. Otherwise, follow the instructions. In a slate, they like to see your full body. So if you do the slate in a medium close-up shot, so chest up, you are gonna need your friend, family member, to tilt the camera down to your feet after you've slated and then tilt back up to your face. Your slate and your audition, we're gonna put them in two separate clips, and after we're gonna merge them together in the editing process. Don't be worried about the editing process. It's literally just taking two clips, sticking them together. Another way I've tried to spice up my slates is to split the screen. So I'll have me saying my slate in a medium close-up shot, and on the left or the right side, I will have my full body shot of me just staring into the lens and smiling or having a neutral face. This way we accomplish what casting is looking for instead of doing the tilt down, pan, all that stuff in one quick frame. There is no right or wrong way to do this unless casting specifically specifies what they want. Otherwise, feel free to use whatever technique works for you and what's most convenient with what you've got at home. Let's quickly touch on framing. You can't go wrong in a medium close-up. So that's kind of like chest up. We want to see your motion, we want to see your face. If you're too far back, we might lose those little details. Because acting is not always in what you're saying, it's in the subtle facial expressions and what you're thinking, and in a medium close-up we can see that. Eyelines for auditions. When you're filming your slate, you are looking directly into the lens, but when you're actually doing your audition, the camera is not supposed to be there, right? So you're gonna be looking off camera. So I like to put sticky notes for the different characters that I'm referencing. So if there's more than one, I use different colors. If there's just one, I just use one. You can put an X, put an eyeball, put the name of the character, whatever is gonna help you. Just so you can reference a physical character and you're not like, oh yeah, it's gonna be somewhere there, and every time you look, it's at a different spot. We wanna come across as professional actors, and this is how we're gonna do it. So I've placed one sticky behind the camera, and in my test, I will see if that looks good. If that doesn't, I will probably adjust to that. If that doesn't look good, I can try the third spot. So now I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. In my test video, I will take a look if I liked eyeline 1, 2, or 3 better for character number 1, and then I will make sure I have that pinpointed. That's where I'm looking. In this video, I'm not going to be touching on hair, makeup, wardrobe, but I've got a few other videos that I'm going to link down below in the description so you can see exactly what I would recommend. And then if you want me to go in more details, you can get on a one-on-one call with me at oliviagmedia.com/chat. You can always ask your acting coach or agent how they recommend putting your self-tapes together, but I like to put my slate in the beginning. This is the split screen that I was talking about, and then have my actual audition go all the way until I do my fade out. For all of your auditions, I always recommend you stand instead of sitting. Obviously, if the space requirements or the scene calls for it, go for it. But if you can lose the chair, it will be better. You will just command more presence, you will feel more in tune, and I want you to feel grounded in your character. Got it? Great. If you want crystal clear sound in your self-tape audition, please close your door, turn off your heater, AC, humidifier, whatever you have going on. When you're editing, you're going to be able to hear every single thing, and we want nothing distracting from your self-tape audition. You've made it to the end. Thank you so much. But before you go, if you have a self-tape audition coming up, or you just want somebody like me to give you detailed notes on how you've set up everything, you can go to oliviagmedia.com/self-tape audit. And if you've downloaded the PDF, there is a promo code in there for you. Follow the instructions, and I will be more than happy to help you out.